I had 42 cars in the submitting page, and unfortunately 12 cars got disqualified, which leaves us with 30 cars. 30 cars, my friends. So I have to pick the top 20 cars. Starting the TCP started in 200.6. This is the 20th car here. The TCP of it is 200.6. So this is the 20th car, and of course we'll be starting with the first one according to the alphabetical order. And of course I'm gonna be doing all the testing on the handling course in automation game, in the automation test track, which is gonna be really interesting to do these cars on them. Wow. So yeah, excuse the noises. My little nephew is going crazy. All right, gentlemen. So I apologize about the noises. Yeah, I really apologize. It's an absolute racket outside. Okay, so these are the cars that I got. Starting, of course, according to the alphabetical order with this one, the 500cc Arctic Shark Final. This is the first car that we're going to start testing with. Now, according to my book here, this Arctic Shark is running. I mean, all the cars are running with 500cc engine, but this one is running with a V6 twin turbo producing 160 horsepower. Its rear-wheel drive goes from 0 to 100 in 6.3 seconds and weighs 877 kilos. That's very light. So let's see what's what. Hello, Mr. Mikhail. Hello, Mr. Mikhail. Thank you for joining. Mr. Motorinka. Hello, my friend. Thank you for joining as well. Yeah, we'll be checking every car's design. We'll be testing it and see how much time it will take to go around the handling course, of course, and see which car will be the fastest and which car deserves that title of this challenge, and of course the prize car, which is the Mini 500. So how's your Saturday going, my friend? How's your Saturday going? I would love to know that. All right. So this is the first car that I mentioned, which is the 500cc Arctic Shark thing, as you can see. V6 twin turbo, 500cc, 160 horsepower. It's rear-wheel drive, as you can see. Weighs around 877 kilos. As you can see, it looks somehow modern, like a compact sports car. The engine is mounted in the, I don't know, this is the mid engine or rear engine? What do you think? Is this thing a rear engine or a mid engine? What do you think, guys? And what do you think, guys? Is this thing rear engine or mid engine? I think this is I don't know, mid engine, but the engine is so tiny it looks like that. I don't know, or maybe rear engine. So 160 horsepower, twin turbo V6. Let's see how this thing will run. And remember, this is rear wheel drive. So wow. That's a laggy engine. Sequential gearbox. All right. So this is the first car then, 1 minute 25.8. I'll have to say the engine is pushing 160 horsepower, but the car felt like it was running on 80 horsepower engine. I don't know, it felt really slow. I was like shifting down to keep the turbos spooling because the engine is an absolute piece of lag, really laggy engine, and yeah, it really hurt the performance. I can already see the time. It's really not that impressive, unfortunately. The suspension is actually good, the car feels grippy, and everything is perfect, unlike, of course, the engine performance, which was really disappointing. Yeah, but this is our benchmark time. The first car, 1 minute 25.8. Not bad, not bad at all for a start. All right, gentlemen, the next car will be going right now. So let's see what we have next. The next car is called the Aguri Pagoda RS. This green monster here. So let's see. So the first car was, let's see, the first car was a little bit disappointing, to be honest with you. I was expecting it to be a little bit better than this in BeamNG. This is the first time that I actually drove that car. All the cars that I'm going to be driving in this live stream, I've never driven them before. This is the first time ever that I actually see them also in BeamNG.drive. All right, the Pagoda next, which is going to be really interesting according to my book. Yeah, I guess so. Let's see, the Aguri Pagoda, where are you in my book? Here are you. So the Aguri Pagoda RS is producing also 160 horsepower, but this one is using an inline 3 turbo. It's all-wheel drive, 6.6 seconds from 0 to 100, and weighs 1,116 kilos. Wow, that is much heavier than the previous car. And this thing is running with a TCP of 223.7. Now let's check out the design of it. What do you think, my friends? So yes, I can see it's too green, which is not bad. We have some sort of carbon fiber hood, some modern vents up front, and I look at this error from Automation Game. Those two things sticking out because of those lips. Unfortunately, this is from Automation Game. Also, I can already see this. There is like a little. There is like a if you can see the groove here, there is a groove for a grill, but the grill is not showing. I don't know where is the grill. There is a groove actually. If I don't know if you can see it or not, but there's a groove around this area which indicates the location of a hidden grill maybe or something. Wow. So yeah, this thing is much heavier than the previous car. This thing is all-wheel drive, and we have much like 50% less cylinders than the previous engine, but the same horsepower. So God knows how this thing, of course, will perform. All right, let's see. Oh my God! Come on! Wow, look at the difference in time. Wow, what a suspension design. What a grip. This thing feels a lot more grippier. This thing is running with the same amount of horsepower as the previous car, but this one is 5 seconds faster. And this one is also heavier than the previous car. I mean, that shows you how better the inline 3 when it comes to being a tiny engine, but it's actually much better than the V6, because with the V6, yes, you have 50% more cylinders, but remember, you have two turbos, and with two turbos, you will get more lag. That's the first thing that I noticed here. A lot less lag. I mean, I know when you look at the graph in automation game, it will still also be laggy, but this one is much. The engine in this one is a lot better than the previous one. Also, this one is a lot grippier. Nice work, my friend, indeed. And better luck next time for the previous car creator, but this one is just phenomenal. 5 seconds faster. What a car. And it's all-wheel drive. So kudos on the creator for getting all-wheel drive within budget. What a nice creation. Nice work, my friend. Indeed. Hello, Mr. Wheeler Wheeler. Hello, my friend. Thank you for joining. So let's see what we have next. Here we go. After the Aguri, we have the AMB NSU 100. Let's see how this thing will run. Here we go. Let me make sure the microphone is still working, if you don't mind, because for a moment I thought it went dark. There you go. The microphone is still working. So I don't know what's happening outside. My little nephew is crying. So yeah, that's unfortunate. So the next car is called the AMB NSU 100. Let's see what we have here is as you can see, a beautiful, serious looking race machine. Check it out. Check out those aerodynamical grooves on the side, the crazy looking car from the front. Look at that. We have a lap time. It says here automation test track lap time 2 minutes 27.62. That's actually a very nice attention to details. And look at that. We have some awesome stickers on the back, some awesome ones on the side as well. What we have here up front, it says, I don't know, race fuel only, I think. So you need to fill the car from the front. Wow, that's dangerous. So yeah, it's not bad. Let's see. So the AMB NSU scored 215.3 total category points, 110 horsepower, on inline 4 turbo. It's rear-wheel drive and goes from 0 to 100 in 7.6 seconds and weighs only 763 kilograms. That is absolutely light. So let's see how this thing will run. I definitely enjoyed creating that Volvo. Yes, my friend, that was an absolutely awesome car. Yeah, I really appreciate it. So let's see how this thing will run. 110 horsepower, 4-cylinder turbo, and it's rear-wheel drive, and a lot less heavier than the previous car. So let's see. Wow, listen to that boost. 500cc getting hammered down with boost. right, not bad, not bad at all. 50 horsepower less than the previous car, and a little bit, that's actually a lot lighter. And look at that, 1 minute 23.6, not bad. It's in between. So I like it. This car actually feels light, feels nimble, and because it's rear-wheel drive, it feels really special, unlike the previous car, which was all-wheel drive. Also, the engine in this one feels a lot more, oomphy, because of its noise, because of the way it gets on boost. This thing is actually a decent car, and I'm actually I loved driving it. It's a little bit understeer on some corners, but it's really nice work indeed. I mean, it's really a nice car to drive and to look at. It looks serious, and it definitely a serious, tiny, compact rear-wheel drive racing car. Nice work, my friend, indeed. All right, gentlemen, the next beast that we have here, which is, let's see, the Pody Sport Cup Pro. This is the next car. Let's see how this thing will perform. Wow, the next car, the Apogee, is just a serious, how can I say it? A serious car when it comes to small numbers, because I've never seen numbers this small, as you will be seeing in a bit. Yeah, what a special car that you are going to see right now, the Apogee. So what do you think? What do you think, guys, about the cars that we have tested so far? Listen to that. Yeah, the sound of power, or at least what we have of it. Because the Apogee scored 208.7 total category points, as using, of course, a Boxer 4 engine, a 500cc Boxer 4 engine, running on natural aspirated, and only producing 68 horsepower. 68 horsepower. It's rear-wheel drive, and it weighs 698 kilograms. Yes, 698 kilograms with only 68 horsepower. It's going to be really awesome. So let's see our first naturally aspirated vehicle. But I can see on the side that we have side exhaust. Oh yeah, a side exhaust, which is really awesome. Special. The looks of the car is very modern from the front. I do love the looks from the front. Very, very striking and, angry and sporty, which is really cool. A single wiper in the middle. Yeah, sounds like a rotary, to be honest. Yeah, and Boxer engine up front, Boxer 4. Let's see. Oh, no ABS. Okay. God, understeer. Understeers really hard. Wow. Cross the line. Wow, 1 minute 30.929. I'll have to say, using a naturally aspirated engine is actually a very nice thing. It's you have no turbo lag, none of that nonsense, but unfortunately you will get a big hit on power. This thing sounds amazing. This thing looks actually very good, but unfortunately the lack of horsepower did affect the time hard. Also, the suspension feels really understeer, which is unfortunate. Really, I was expecting, because this thing is a lot lighter than the previous car. It's naturally aspirated. I was expecting actually to see, a very nimble and grippy little thing that skids around corners like lightning. But unfortunately, this thing took long, as you can see, 1 minute 30. Nice work, my friend, on the creator of this car. I love the looks of it, but yeah, the engine needs a little bit extra power. Also, the suspension is not impressive, really, unfortunately. So yes, better luck next time, my friend. So what's the lowest TCP by Mr. Say Law? Mr. Say, let's see, the lowest TCP in this challenge was, or is actually 112.2. 112.2. That this is the lowest TCP in the whole challenge. Unfortunately, the car that actually received this low TCP looked actually very interesting. But I mean, 112, I can't include it. It'll be, I mean, that's unfortunate. Well, that is so low, 112.2. So that thing unfortunately got disqualified. So yeah, that was the lowest TCP. Hello, Mr. Odizo, 666. Hello, my friend. Thank you for joining. Yeah, Mr. Christopher, this thing sounds absolutely great, but unfortunately, yeah, it's a slow thing, unfortunately. So let's let's see what we have next and move on with the next vehicle. Is it possible to make a 10 horsepower car? A lot of people actually try to create 1 horsepower car or 5 horsepower, but unfortunately, the current BeamNG update forbids that. I'm not joking. A lot of people tried on the latest BeamNG update to recreate their 1 horsepower or 5 horsepower cars, but the engine kept on getting destroyed in the game. Every time they loaded the engine, or every time they drove the car, they pressed the throttle, the engine suddenly exploded. So I think BeamNG developers, they did actually put an end to these kind of cars. So yeah. So let's move on with the next thing then. Here we go. Apogee is done, and now the next beast, it's called the Aris Rivo 500, which is a blue thing. Let's see. Wow, the Aris is, this is really interesting. It's gonna be, I hope it's not difficult to drive, because it was really crazy. The highest TCP, I don't know, I forgot. I wrote it on my Discord actually, the highest TCP. I mean, I'm looking at my book right now. Let's see. I'm looking at my book, but I forgot which one. I don't know. I think maybe 251, which was the highest TCP. 251 points. Yeah, 251. I think that this is the highest TCP. Yeah. So yeah, this one, it's called the Aris Rivo 500. This thing is running with 177 horsepower, inline 3 turbo. Its rear-wheel drive weighs 699 kilos, and of course goes from 0 to 100 in 4.4 seconds. So our little blue rocket ship, indeed. And it did score 228.8 total category points. Let's see. Let's check out the design of this thing. Now, this thing is blue all the way when it comes to the looks. We have a classic 80s, or I don't know, late 70s body, and we have some nice, awesome modern fixtures. And look at those amazing stickers, the side mirrors, and everything. I mean, it's not the most complicated design, but it looks good, and I really hope it's functional. These aerodynamics, I really hope it's functional. My friend, all the engines are 500cc. Mr. Odizo. Yes, all the cars, everything that you will be seeing in this live stream is 500cc. Everything, whatever the engine type, V6, inline 3, inline 4, everything is really 500cc. All right, gentlemen, let's see how this thing will perform. First, let's make sure there is a traction control to turn it off. Ah, here we go. Oh my god. Wow, what a car. 1 minute 19.0. Wow, what a car indeed. Yeah, I mean, I know it's a lot more powerful than the previous car because the car that scored 1 minute 20, that thing was producing 160 horsepower. This one is producing 177. I mean, if for a moment this thing felt it was like it was going all over the place, it was just wants to spin out, wants to understeer, it was all over the place. But when you get used to it, you can when you learn when to brake, when to press the throttle, it's just a little rocket ship. Yeah, inline 3, 500cc. Hello, Mr. Car Guy Club. Hello, my friend. So yeah, it's an awesome little blue monster, really. I've never thought a 500cc engine can actually be this exciting. And look at the number, 1 minute 19. Brilliant. So let's read some of your awesome comments. Mr. Jurika says, "Are you playing with the wheel?" No, my friend. I so far I couldn't get the wheel to work perfectly in BeamNG. And everything else, I'm using it in everywhere. Forza, Euro Truck Simulator, Dirt Rally, I'm using it everywhere. But in BeamNG, it's not working as it should be, unfortunately. And Mr. Hurricane said, that car just rees down the road. Yeah. Mr. Walid says, it looks like a Toyota MR2 mid-engine. Let's see. I don't know. It looks like more like a Lancia Stratos to me. I don't know. Maybe an MR2, but yeah, it's not bad. It's not a bad car. Nice work, my friend. Indeed. Here we go. Now we finished from this one. Let's move on with the next little beast. Everything is little here. All the engines are really little. All right, we finished from the Aris test. Now let's move on with the next monster. It's called the Armor Motors 1967 Highland. Yes, and I definitely love the looks of this thing because it looks astonishing. Let me show it to you. Here we go, and press play. Yeah, a lot of people reported the same problem, Mr. Wheelie Wheeler. Yeah, a lot of people reported the same issue, which is when you create an engine with this little horsepower, it will explode or something. Yeah, hello, Mr. Car Guy. Hello, my friend. So the next beast that we have here, which is the Armor Motors 67 Highland. Check this out. This thing looks absolutely crazy. Check it out. Little car, classic body, great attention to details. It looks so compact and it looks actually very good. So the creator, I think what he did is they took a classic hatchback or a two-door hatchback or something. He removed the bumpers of it, made it so light, squeezed this 500cc engine in it, and job done. It's because this thing is just astonishingly look at. What a beautiful thing. Yeah, and check out the rev counter. There is a rev counter on the hood. Have you seen next to the wiper, which is really awesome. Yeah, crazy attention to details. I love it. So the Armor Motors 67 Highland scored 209 total category points with a star next to it because, I mean, look at it. It deserves a star. And running with an inline 4 turbo, it's front-wheel drive with 128 horsepower, 690 kilograms, goes from 0 to 100 in 7 seconds dead. It's gonna be really awesome to see how this thing will actually drive. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Come on, grip. Yeah, that's what I call a compact car. Come on, grip. The suspension feels wallowy. Oh my god, the suspension feels so wallowy. This thing has a very, very quick steering. Wow, very quick steering. Come on, turn in. Come on. Suspension is not helping. Suspension is just... one wheel is off, another wheel is on. Car feels all over the place. It's really fun. Also, I can see a problem with this thing. Yes, it scored 1 minute 24.180. And I think I know what's the problem with this one. I think the creator of it went with a vicious limited slip diff, maybe, or maybe an open differential, because for a moment a tire is spinning, the another moment it's not spinning, and also the suspension feels wallowy. And what do I mean with wallowy? I mean it's suddenly a wheel is on the ground, another wheel is off the ground, and the car wants to tip on its face when you go hard into a corner. I don't know. I'm not really impressed with the suspension, unfortunately, and the front differential felt like an open diff, which is not really great with this much horsepower. So I love the looks of the car. I love the tiny engine. The gearbox is actually not bad, but the suspension ruined the handling. This thing's supposed to be a lot faster than this. Like let's say 1 minute 22 maybe, with a better differential and a better suspension. And also, the steering is extremely sensitive. I mean, it's so quick. A tiny bit of input, this thing will just shoots to the direction that you have, that you want this thing to go through. What a crazy little car. What a crazy little car indeed. Nice work. I love the design. I love the engine. I love everything, but the suspension definitely needs a little extra attention. All right, gentlemen, what a lovely car. And look at the time. Not bad. It's somehow in the middle-ish. All right, gentlemen, let's see what we have next. So the Armor Motors is done. The next one, which is the Blue Racing Falcon Dunlop KGT. A very long name. Let's see how it will perform. All right, I'm looking at the specs of the Blue Racing Dunlop Falcon thing on my book, and I can see it's a real monster. Wow, what a crazy times, crazy specs. I really cannot wait to drive it. It's gonna be really interesting. So Mr. Wheelie Wheeler said, looked like a Toyota Corolla merged with a Subaru 360. Huh. Mr. Hurricane says, short wheelbase also doesn't help in making it stable. Yeah, that's true. I faced the same problem with the Price car, but with a little bit of suspension tweaking and automation game, you can actually make it work perfectly. So the next car, which is the Blue Racing Falcon KGT thing, look at that. This actually looks decent, I'll have to say. The grills, the headlights, the side. I love the side looks. Very, very interesting, very sporty looking. The wheels also brilliant looking. Ooh, sounds amazing. So the Blue Racing thing, Dunlop scored 200.6. This is the 20th car that I talked about, which is in the 20th place, scoring 200.6 total category points. That is the lowest TCP for the 20th car. Amazing. This thing is running with a 132 horsepower. I forgot which type of engine. I already see it's a 5 cylinder. Yeah, it's a 5 cylinder. It's an inline 5 engine with 132 horsepower. It's front wheel drive, weighs 694 kilograms, goes from 0 to 100 in 5.9 seconds. 5.9 seconds, and it's front wheel drive. It's gonna be absolutely interesting to drive. So let's see. All right. Whoa, that was absolutely crazy. So close. Goodness, so close. Wow. So the first car scored 1 minute 19.0. This thing 1 minute 19.1. Wow, that was absolutely super close. And this one, the blue racing thing, is running only with 132 horsepower. 132. Check it out. Check out how good the blue racing thing designed. Because this thing is running with 132 horsepower, and it came extremely close from a 177 horsepower car. What a design indeed. What a car. What a car indeed. Wow, the Blue Racing Falcon definitely is a nicely designed car. It's an absolute grip monster. It's really nice designed. And this thing is just absolutely magnificent. What a car indeed. Wow. I definitely loved driving it. It felt so grippy. It felt really stable, really awesome. And because of its front wheel drive, the differential that the creator used is just sublime. Beautiful, 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 my friend. I loved it. I love it. This thing. This thing it just deserves a very, very great attention. I love it. All right. Nice work, my friend. I mean, this one really is a nice work, my friend, indeed. All right, let's move on to the next thing. What a crazy time. What a crazy time indeed. I think the chat stopped working. Let me make sure I'm actually reading your chats. Yeah, it's still working. Okay. So the next car, it's called the Conway Cup Concept. Also, a look at that alien looking car. It's gonna be really interesting to see how it will work. Here we go. All right. So what a car. I really enjoyed driving this blue racing Falcon Dunlop. I mean, it was really grippy. It was astonishingly very, very good, and it definitely deserves a great, great, great attention. I love it. I genuinely love it. Ah, the next one's called the Conway. What do you think about it, my friends? I would love to know your ideas. I would love to know your thoughts about the previous car before we before we talk about this alien looking car. Oh my goodness. Check out the looks of this thing. God, this thing just looks crazy. Crazy all the way. The creator of this car went all out. He went all out with the design. What an awesome looking car. Check out the looks. Those sticking out turbos in the back. Ha, what a crazy car. I love it. Wow, 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 indeed. So, so then the next card is called the Conway Cup Concept. That's the name of it. This thing scored 247.8 total category points with a star next to it. I mean, obviously, look at it. This thing looks absolutely crazy, and is running with 174 horsepower, four-cylinder turbo. Its rear-wheel drive goes from 0 to 100 in 4.5 seconds, and weighs only 834 kilos. Wow, what a car indeed. Still very light, still very crazy, and let's see how it will run. Here we go. Whoa, scraping the ground really hard. Ho ho ho! And we have a new record, 1 minute 18.952. Oh, what a crazy car. So for a moment I thought this thing was just, a show and no go, but it turns out this thing actually is a show and a go as well. 1 minute 18.952, a new fast record. Wow, what a crazy car indeed. The Conway Cup Concept deserves the star for its looks and of course scoring the fastest time so far. 1 minute 18.952. I really love the engine. Sounds really good. It's really powerful. It's a little bit laggy, but it's working perfectly. Also, the brakes works very tremendously nice. It stops really hard. And let's see what else. The suspension felt a little bit, understeer at some corners, but it felt perfect on many other corners. So I love it. Brilliant design, brilliant looks, and look at the time. I mean, it's a brilliant car. Nice work, my friend, indeed. Love it. Let's move on with the next beast. What cars indeed? So let's see. Mr. Walid says it was really good car and balanced. Yeah, a car with a motorcycle engine that sounds great. What a great sound. Yeah, indeed, what a great sound. All right, we finished from this monster of a concept, which I did genuinely love. Those two are my favorite ones so far. Those two, the Blue Racing and the Conway, are just sublime. The next one is called the Epikku Kawaii, I think, GC500. All right, let's see. Cars that has a very tiny engines that are actually going super fast. Crazy. What a crazy design. All right, gentlemen, let's see. So the next beast, which is called let's see, where's my book? Here we go. The Epikku Kawaii GC500, which is a car that looks like no other car, I have to say. It's actually not bad when it comes to design. It's not really bad. It says the LMAC tuning. Ah, so LMAC actually tuned this car. Interesting. And all right, that's not bad. It looks like a track car that is not bad really. I love the attention to details on some corners and the crazy rear end, crazy tail lights. Yeah, it's not bad. It's not bad at all. So let's see. Where's the Epikku Kawaii on my book? Ah, here we go. So the Epikku Kawaii thing is this thing scored 247.1 total category points, 176 horsepower engine. It's a 4-cylinder turbo, front-wheel drive, 602 kilograms, 5.2 seconds from 0 to 100. Wow, this thing is really light. Like, I mean, it weighs like a feather, really. So let's see how this thing will actually performs. Oh my god, spins hard. Oh my god, understeer, understeers. Come on, turn in. Oh, what's happening with the body? The body was look at that, it's still dancing. Check out this shadow. Oh my god. So 1 minute 21.197. Now I know this thing is really fast in a straight line, maybe. I know it has a very, very powerful engine, but I mean the front wheel drive system and the suspension and I don't know, everything was like shaking and understeering, and the power was just spinning the tires. It's not really a usable power, it's just spinning the tires. It's not really it's not like, for example, like the blue racing thing, which was, I mean, the power, you can put it to the ground and you can actually grip hard and drive hard. But in this one, it was like, I mean, it was like, I mean, I was really careful with the throttle on some corners, not really pushing it all the way down to, to prevent wheel spin. But look at that, 1 minute 21.1. This thing is in the middle, as you can see. I mean, this thing has a powerful engine, but I'm not really impressed with with the way this thing drives. So nice work on the engine. It's really powerful, but yeah, everything else, I mean, really better luck next time, my friends. Good luck on next challenges, but this car really needs a lot of improvements on the suspension, on the gearbox, because the tires are just spinning all the way. So yeah, better luck next time, my friend, indeed. All right, gentlemen, so let's move on with the next car. After the Epikku, what we have next is, oh, look at that. This one's called Leone Cities Eco Racetune. It's gonna be interesting. Let's see. It looks interesting. So Leon City is in my book. Ah, here you go. Wow, impressive. It's gonna be really, really awesome. I think. Large numbers. Not a bad, not a bad car so far. I mean, we faced some special cars that couldn't, go fast around the track, but not really a bad car so far. Nothing that you really want to run away from. Yeah. So what do you think, guys? What are your thoughts about the cars so far? What do you think, guys? Oopsie. Oopsie, everything fell to the ground. Oops, that was my bad. Thank God, not the phone. Oops, my bad. Let me open everything. Everything just went. went dark on my phone. Let me not my phone, you know. Let me put everything back. Sorry about sorry about that. I was excited. Ah, here we go. Here we go. So hello, Mr. Neres. Hello, my friend. Thank you for joining. Hello, Mr. Tom Hanks. Hello, my friend. So how's just tuned in? How's everyone doing? Well, so far we got some pretty nice times. Pretty nice times. And we arrived for this one, which is the Leone Cities, a very loud car, obviously. So the Leone Cities, according to my book, scored 235.6 total category points with a star next to it because it looks absolutely astonishing. And this thing is running with 175 horsepower, all-wheel drive, 7.4 seconds, and weighs 1.2 tons or 1,231 kilos. So it's a heavy car. Hello, Mr. Zerk Gamer. Hello, my friend. Thank you for joining. Sounds amazing and looks amazing. Check out the looks of the car. Looks absolutely crazy. Love the engine underneath. Love absolutely everything. It's a 3-cylinder, by the way. Yeah, it's a 3-cylinder. Alright, so let's see how this thing will run. Right. Wow. So 1 minute 21.1. That's actually a nice time. It's not really a bad time indeed. It's actually, it felt really fast. It felt really grippy on some corners. It felt really surprisingly amazing. And I love it. It says Norwegian engineering on the back. And I can see that the creator is very proud of it because it's a nice car. It's not really a bad car. I mean, when you put your country flag on a car, you do that because you are you are proud of your creation, and I can see why the creator he actually put his Norwegian flag on the car because it deserves it. It looks great, it drives great, it sounds, oh my god, it sounds great at 11,000 rpm. This thing is just an all-wheel drive little beast, but a little problem with it, which is it's heavy. It's not light. I mean, I love how this thing handles. I mean, when you drive it around corners, it doesn't really feel understeer or oversteer. No, it feels perfect, but it does feel heavy. I mean, come on, 1.2 tons. It's not really a light thing compared to the previous cars because we have driven 495 kilos, 600 kilos. This one is double the weight of those other cars. And I can see it's actually a brilliant car. If this thing is a little bit lighter, it will be absolutely like a rocket ship. I love it. Nice work, my friend. Indeed, as you can see, it's in the middle, deadly middle, as you can see, in the 5th place. Nice work. All right, brilliant cars so far. None of them actually sucked so far, which is really crazy and really awesome. So the next car, it's called the LSP 500. LSP 500. Ah, twice the name. Let's see what's what. Here we go. Wow, what a brilliant car, that Leon Cities. It felt heavy, but it was perfect, really. It felt like a hatchback. It didn't feel like a butched hatchback, that was just bought like second hand and made like a track car for nothing. It felt really nice engineering indeed. All right, gentlemen, the next car is called the LSP 500. This thing scored 239.7 total category points. Inline 3 engine, inline 3 turbo, sorry, rear wheel drive, and 180 horsepower. Yes, 180 horsepower engine. Again, rear wheel drive, inline 3 turbo, 4.4 seconds from 0 to 100, and it weighs 850 kilograms. This thing's supposed to be a monster, really, and as you can see, it's rear engined. It's rear engined, rear wheel drive. It's gonna be absolutely astonishing, really. I really cannot wait to drive it. And look at that. Look at the design of the car. It looks very classic and very beautiful in the same way. The arranging of course of the stickers, the aerodynamic. Look at the lips on the side. There's like a lip on the side of the car, on the also the rear side of the car, a massive rear diffuser, massive rear wing. Crazy design. Love it. I genuinely love this thing. What a crazy car. So let's see how this classy looking speedy car will actually drives. Wow, what a crazy acceleration. All right, 1 minute 22 and a half. Not bad, not a bad time indeed. The car actually felt very fast accelerating, but around corners, this thing feels, I mean, you can actually feel the weight because this thing, yeah, I mean, all the weight, the engine weight and everything is on the back. So you can actually feel the car, the weight distribution, you can actually feel it much heavier on the rear. Also, when you're using this gearbox, this type of gearbox, which is double clutch or even sequential, both of them, when you shift up and down, especially on high powered engine and rear wheel drive, the car kicks a little bit, kicks around corners, which makes it a little bit unstable. And I can see the story here. I mean, yes, I know some of you will say it's 180 horsepower. It needs to be, it should be controllable, yes, but it's actually a little bit, fighty. It feels angry. It feels like it wants to shoot on some corners or spin out. So you need to be a little bit careful with the throttle. But if you master it, it'll be absolutely astonishing. I love it. It's actually a brilliant, classy looking car. Looks very aggressive and classy, and it's very fast. I'm sure of that in a straight line. But around corners, other cars can actually get a lot faster than this car. But really nice work. I definitely enjoyed it. Nice work, my friend. indeed. All right, let's move on with the next thing. All right, so after the LSP 500 thing, we have the Myzeed Climber Cup 500. Oh, a Myzeed creator, a Myzeed creation. It's been a really long time since I've seen a Myzeed creation, really long time. So let's see what we have here. What a car. What a crazy car so far. So the Myzeed, according to my book, here we go, the Myzeed. Wow, another monster, really? Another monster. Is it possible that the Myzeed will put on a good show and new record? Who knows? But I can see the numbers, and I can say the numbers are really promising. Wow, check it out, guys, check it out. Now, this is a Myzeed creation, and as you all know, the Myzeed creations are really good looking. Really good looking. Check out the looks of the car. Just brilliant looks everywhere. When you look at it, check out the crazy attention to details. That's what I love about Myzeed creations, and I really miss those creations because it's been really long time since I've seen a Myzeed creation. I think the creator was, busy with work or something, so it's been really long. But check it out. Check out this comeback. Check out his comeback. This is absolutely astonishing. So the Myzeed scored 238.4 total category points, 180 horsepower, inline 3 turbo. It's all-wheel drive, 5.2 seconds from 0 to 100, and it weighs 657 kilos. All that power, all-wheel drive, and it weighs 600 kilo. Amazing looks. A star next to it on my book. Crazy engine, crazy all-wheel drive system, and weighs like a feather. It's gonna be absolutely crazy. Oh. Ho ho ho! Oh my god, my friends, 1 minute 17 and a half. New record claimed by the Myzeed Climber Cup 500. Wow, what a blistering time! What a blistering time! And I actually made some mistakes. I actually made some mistakes around the course. I can actually go a little bit even faster. So what a car! It's not only crazy to look at, it's also crazy to drive. It's so grippy, it's so crazy, and the engine is just amazing. The gearbox, the suspension, the brakes, everything works perfectly. This is how you put the power down. I mean, we saw some powerful cars before this one, but a lot of them were like, yes, powerful engines, but you can't really put the power down. But in this one, he actually did put the power down, all of it, all of the 180 horsepower. Amazing. What a car. Ho, 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 ho. What a car indeed. What do you think about it, my friends? Wow, what a crazy car. Amazing. What a crazy car indeed. What a crazy car indeed. Try Ilmac Mark II. He didn't submit it. He didn't submit it. I can't try it because he sent me a blank file. He sent me only a car with no fixtures, no stickers, nothing. He didn't submit a car for the challenge, Mr. Paul H. Yeah, he didn't submit a car, the Ilmac, unfortunately. Yeah, power is nothing without control, and this thing is just putting all the power down. No drama whatsoever. Yeah, what a car. I really, really had fun with this thing. What a car. And wow, and also what a comeback. Myzeed, the Myzeed creator, what a comeback. The creator has been absent from all of my challenges recently. I don't know, for like a month or two. He's been absent. I think he's been busy with work or whatever. And what a comeback. Shooting his way all the way to the top. First place. Crazy, crazy creation as always. Nice work. All right, after the Myzeed creation, let's see what we have next. Where is it? Where is the Myzeed? Ah, here you go. This is the Myzeed. So after the Myzeed, we have a car. It's called the Pocket Pocket Ton FQ. I don't know how to call it. GT3 RR four-wheel drive. I think that's the name of it. So let's see. Yeah. Yes, Mr. Helicopter. Yeah. 600 kilos is only twice as heavy as a race motorcycle. Yeah. Traction is everything in motorsport, especially on a track racing. Yeah, Mr. Jones, that's correct. Any chance that you will try my car, even if it was disqualified, it will not count. Mr. Unfortunately, I only my friend loaded the cars. I only loaded the top 20 cars. I don't have the other cars. I only loaded the top 20 cars, my friend. But I can actually try and drive the 10 cars, that didn't make it because I only pick the top 20 cars. But I can try driving the remaining 10 cars that didn't make it in because of their total category points, later, not today, but I can drive them later, maybe in a separate video or another live stream. But yeah, but right now I only have the cars that actually made it in the top 20. Sorry, my friend. Oh my god, check out the design, my friend. Check out those crazy looking headlights, the grills, the vents. The car looks absolutely astonishing. Check out those vents in the hood. Wow, the car looks absolutely crazy. Love the massive rear wing. Love the crazy attention to details. What a crazy little car. So this car, I don't know, I forgot the name of it. Oh, I forgot the name of it. What's the name of it? I forgot. Yes, it has a unique name. The Pocket something GT3. Where is it on my book? Here we go. This thing scored 207.6 total category points. Sorry, so 207.6. Yes, that's correct. 175 horsepower, all-wheel drive, 5.4 seconds from 0 to 100, weighs 897 kilos, and it's an inline 3, obviously. So it's gonna be absolutely crazy to drive. So let's see how this thing actually drives. It looks great, and well, on paper it's actually blisteringly fast. right, 1 minute 19.2. That is actually a very, very fast time indeed. I mean, it's not as fast as some of the previous cars, but it really felt grippy. It felt really nice. Unfortunately, it did actually understeered on some corners. Also, it felt a little bit heavier than usual. I mean, the engine is really powerful. The gearbox is actually absolutely astonishing. Love the all-wheel drive system. It's just super grippy, but the suspension actually did let the car down on some corners. It did understeer a little bit, which was really unfortunate. But everything else, the looks, the braking, the engine, everything was spot on. But the suspension actually failed the cars. They failed the car a little bit on some corners, which was absolutely unfortunate. But I love it. It's actually another fun car to drive. Really grippy, brilliant to drive. Superb, superb indeed. And love it. So let's see what we have next, and let's move on. So far we have tested 13 cars. We have 7 cars to go. Look at that. Look at the times ranging from 1 minute 30 all the way to 1 minute 17. Wow. Let's see. So after the pocket thing here, we have the Proton S500, a beautiful, classy looking car with a ton of details. Let's see. Here we go. Let's read some of your awesome comments. Let's see. Traction is everything. Yes, I read that. How about that? I read that. Let's see. Mr. John says, now try big 5 liter or more carbureted NAV8 muscle cars for drag racing. I'll surprise you how much traction matters there. We did a drag racing challenge before, and I would love to do another one, but a lot of viewers not really interested in drag racing. Actually, I did a drag racing challenge in the past, but why not? If on the next brainstorming session, you can go to my Discord, throw your idea in, and if people likes it, why not? We can actually do a drag racing challenge or any kind of challenge on your mind, my friend. Also, if you want to, if you don't want to, if you want to create your own custom challenge, you can actually do that. You can go to my you can go, sorry, to my Patreon page, the link in the description below. You can sign up to the correct tier, and you can create your own challenge with your own rules. So you can do that as well, my friend. So the next car, which is the Proton S500, scored 215.4 total category points from its 90 horsepower. Let's see, 90 horsepower, 3-cylinder turbo, front-wheel drive, 7.6 seconds, weighs 692 kilograms. Not bad. Check out the design. It looks so beautiful. It looks like, I mean, to be honest with you, to be completely honest, this thing looks like a rally car. This thing will be a perfect rally car. Look at it. Look at it. This thing will be an absolute beautiful looking rally car. Not really a track car, no. It looks to me like a rally car. We have the, look at that. We have the fog lights rally car, the classy looks. Wow, I can see some Lancia over there, some Audi Quattro over there. Crazy. Wow, what a crazy car. Looks absolutely astonishing and deserves a star as well on my book because this thing is just sublime. What a crazy car indeed. All right. Crazy 3-cylinder engine, crazy beautiful looks. Let's see how this thing will perform. Let me grab my controller, good, and here we go. Sequential gearbox, love that. Wow, it's not bad. It's not bad at all because remember, this thing only is producing only 90 horsepower, only 90 horsepower. And look at that, 1 minute 23.2. This thing actually was faster some real monsters. I'm not joking. Look at that. This 1967 Highlander, the AMB NSU, and many other crazy cars. And this thing with its 90 horsepower, it actually is faster than those cars. Wow, I'm really shocked and I'm really surprised. Love this thing. This thing looks amazing and drives actually very nice. It was really grippy. It was good in every single way. But I promise you, if this thing had all-wheel drive, a 2-liter engine, turbocharged, of course, and keep the same sequential gearbox, keep the same beautiful looks, it will be the perfect rally car. Unfortunately, no, Mr. Wali, this thing is not a rally car, but it looks like a real beautiful rally car. Hello, Mr. Azkar XD. Hello, my friend. Thank you for joining. Ah, amazing. I love it. What a crazy car. This thing looks pretty special. Genuinely love it. All right, let's see what we have next. So after the Proton, where's the Proton? Here we go, the Proton, which looks breathtaking. And let's see what we have next. We have the Samar Air RC 500. This blue looking thing. Let's see. The Samar. It's gonna be interesting. What a crazy cars, really. I had so much fun driving all of your awesome cars. You guys do know how to create great cars. Even the slowest one that we have here, I don't know, 1 minute 30 something, all of them drives nicely. None of them actually is like shocking or or bad in every way. I mean, some of your cars are, you know, they did actually perform a little bit badly, but they were actually good on some other bits. So nice work, my friends. So the next car, which is yes, the Smar thing, RC500, scored 218.7 total category points, 145 horsepower, 4-cylinder turbo. It's rear-wheel drive, 6.1 seconds, and weighs 676 kilograms. So I'll have to say, in automation game, it looked much better than this, and in BeamNG, it actually looks actually not that. I'm not really impressed with the looks in BeamNG, but in automation game, it looked a lot better than this. Wow, it looks actually very simple here, which I'm not really impressed with. Not really impressed with the looks, unfortunately. But let's see how this thing drives. Let's see how this thing drives. Oh my god. Whoa, that was crazy. Oh my god. Come on, this is not a drift championship. Oh my god. All right, so 1 minute 28.9, which puts it in the 14th place, unfortunately, because I'm sorry, this is not a drift car championship. This thing keeps on spinning and sliding. I mean, when you put your foot down, it slides. When you shift the gears, it slides. Even when you are using the normal brakes, I mean, I didn't use the handbrake on any corner. But even when you are braking, the car keeps on sliding. This thing wants to drift, wants to slide, and that's the opposite what we want in this challenge, because in this challenge we want the maximum amount of grip so you can go around the track actually fast. But this one kept on sliding, drifting, sliding, drifting, which and even with those errors, it scored 1 minute 28.9, which is unfortunately which is actually much faster than the Pody Sport Cup Pro. I was surprised. For a moment, I thought this Samar RC500 will be the slowest car here, but it actually is not the slowest car. Crazy, crazy, crazy indeed. Wow. Let's see what we have next. So nice work. Needs a lot of improvement. I'm not really interested in the suspension design. The rear tires are not grippy enough, and the gearbox is definitely needs a different tuning basically, and the car looks also needs more fixtures really. And so yes, good work, but better luck on the next challenge, my friend. So what comes after it is the Solo Falcon FQ 170 RS. All right, not a bad time. Let's see. Not a bad time indeed. I'm really impressed. So let's see. Let's read some of your awesome comments. I mean, in the real life, it was a champion too. Okay. So it says here by Mr. Helicopter. Now my car is faster than 2 cars. Yeah. Yeah. Better luck next time, my friend. Yeah. So let's see. The next car it's called the Solo Falcon FQ 170 RS thing, scoring 230.7 total category points, running with a 3-cylinder turbo. A lot of 3 cylinders in this challenge. Let's see, 176 horsepower, front wheel drive, 4.8 seconds from 0 to 100. Wow, 4.8 seconds. It's gotta be interesting. Oh my god, this thing weighs 566 kilograms. All this power, front wheel drive, 4.8 seconds, and 566 kilos only. Wow. So let's check out the design first. Wow, this thing actually looks actually very good. Look at the 4 number. I love it. I love how it looks like. It looks like if it was tattooed or something. Love it. Love the stickers on the side. The rear is very racing inspired and professional looking. Wow, this thing actually looks brilliant. I really cannot wait to see how this thing will perform. What a car. So let's see. Here we go. Whoa. What a monster. Front-wheel drive beast, which is... Oh my god, understeer. Understeer really hard. No ABS. Oh my god. And that was it for this car. I mean, yes, I apologize. I know I made a mistake on that corner, but I mean, this thing is just it's a front wheel drive car with too much horsepower. That's not great because I mean you can't put your foot down. Even when you put your foot down like 50%, the tires are spinning. Even when you shift up, the car tires are spinning. And I know it's grippy when it comes to cornering. You know, when it comes to a corner, no power on. Yes, it grips like super glue, but unfortunately, the power, I mean, you can't use the power. What's the point of having this much horsepower when you can't even put it to the ground? That's useless. I suggest put a smaller turbo, less horsepower on this car. You can actually put the horsepower down, and you can actually the car will be faster. It will be lighter. It will be you can put the power down. It will be much faster than this. Also, the brake pads on this car are really hardcore. A tiny bit of brake input, the tires will lock, and you will understeer into a wall, which what really happened on that corner. I used the brakes, not 100, no, not even 4%, not even, I don't know, not even 50%. Tires locked, and you will just continue to the wall. That is not great, my friend. I mean, these tiny things, as you can see, ruins the whole performance of the car. 1 minute 24.4. I mean, for a moment, when I saw it on my book, when I saw the specs of it, I was really impressed with the specs. And when I saw the looks of it, I was also impressed. But when I drive it, I was disappointed. I'm sorry, my friend, but better luck next time. Right. Hello, Mr. Walid. Hello, my friend. Yeah. Hello, Mr. Perry. Lotus. Hello, my friend. Thank you for joining. So, yeah, it's not really impressed. I'm not really impressed with this car, unfortunately, but yeah, better luck next time, my friend. So we have tested 16 cars so far. That means 4 cars to go. Let's see what we have next. What we have next is a special car. It's called the Stratos Delta 2.0. And as you can see, it looks like one of those concept cars from the, I don't know, late 80s, early 90s. Let's see. It's going to be interesting. So far, so good. But I'm not really, I was disappointed actually with the previous car. For a moment, I was like, okay, this thing will actually be a monster to drive. It's going to be really interesting, but it was disappointing. And if you want to keep, if the creator of it wants to keep the same brakes, I would suggest, putting ABS at least, so you can actually use the brakes without, understeering into a wall. All right, gentlemen, the next car, which is absolutely futuristic and crazy at the same time, it's called the Stratos Delta 2.0. It's not 2.0 liters. No. It's just, this is like version 2.0. It's still a 500cc engine. It's still a 3-cylinder turbo, 176 horsepower. It's let's see, weighs 865 kilos, 5.4 seconds from 0 to 100. And let me check, I forgot what kind of drive. It's front wheel drive. Okay, front wheel drive, and scored 249.3 total category points with a star next to it, because I mean, look at it. Just look at this car. Beautiful. Amazing. Very futuristic from the 90s. So let's see how this thing will actually drive. Wow. So, seventh place, as you can see, scoring 1 minute 21.0, which is really good actually, because the previous car I couldn't put the power down, but in this one I actually did. You can actually keep your foot down on a lot of corners, exiting corners quickly, putting your foot hard down, and the engine actually will put its power to the ground without spinning the tires too much like the previous car. As you can see, the results speaks for themselves. 1 minute 21.0. What a great time. And look at that, seventh place for this futuristic 90s car. I mean, look at the size of it. It's actually not a small car, and it scored a very, very nice time. It's actually a very, very good time. I'm genuinely impressed because this thing, again, it's not a small car. The mass of this car is actually large, which is special, very, very special. I love it. Nice work, my friend, indeed. Again, Mr. Paul, Elmac, he didn't submit a car for the challenge. He didn't submit a car for the challenge. How can I try it if he didn't submit a car? He didn't submit one. So yes, I have the car in automation game, but it's not ready. He didn't put any sponsor stickers on it. It has no fixtures whatsoever. The Mark 12. Well, what I did is I put some headlights, taillights on it just to make it look real, and that's it. But it's not. His car doesn't follow any rules. His car didn't follow any rules, my friend. His car, even if he submit the Mark 12, it will get disqualified because it has no sponsor stickers, not much details going on. So yeah, I can't test it. Again, I can't test it, Mr. Paul. All right, gentlemen. So the next car is, let's see. The next car, which is this one, it's called the Tsuki Yaki Soba. I think that's the name of it, which looks entirely purple. Let's see how this thing actually runs. Mr. PTR123 says, can you test the Montes MRP? What's Montes MRP? What's the Montes MRP? What's that? I don't have it on my book. That means it's not in the challenge. Or maybe it got disqualified. That means I don't have it in BeamNG also. All right, gentlemen. So the next card is called the. Let's see. Let me flip the page. Here we go. Page number 2. Yes, the Tsuki thing. This thing scored 251 total category points from its 4-cylinder turbo, 140 horsepower engine, rear-wheel drive, 7.4 seconds, and weighs 1100 kilos or 1100 kilos. So, yeah, it's not bad. As you can see, the design of it is just crazy. Check out how the amazing details on it, the stickers and everything, the front mount intercooler. It's actually very low to the ground. I can already see, check out how low this thing to the ground. That's absolutely astonishing. Brilliant looking car. I genuinely love it. Love the exhaust. Yeah, check out the Jackrabbit logo on the back. Crazy. Love it. Let's see how this thing will drive. It's going to be really interesting. It's rear-wheel drive. Whoa, scraping really hard. Feels slow. Come on. That was crazy. It's still rear-wheel drive, so you need to be careful a little bit. It's not too powerful, but it could bite you. Alright. Oh my goodness, okay. And across the line. 1 minute 26.5. Wow, so that puts it in the 16th place. 1 minute 26.5. Not bad, but I mean, this thing is running with 140 horsepower, but it didn't feel like 140 horsepower. It felt really slow, really heavy because it weighs 1,100 kilos, and I don't know, but the gear ratios are really long, I think, to prevent wheel spin, but it didn't feel like a 140 horsepower car. But it's not bad. 16th place is really not bad. Really not bad at all. So good luck. I mean, good work, my friend. I love the looks of the car, the attention to details, the stickers, the looks, the fixtures. Perfect. I love it. But it's not really not really fast. Yeah, unfortunately. So yes, better luck next time, my friend, and nice work. So after the Tsuki thing here, we have the Vuitton GTR 500 ATD tuned by ADAX. Okay, let's see what we have here. Mr. Paul says, "Sorry, I didn't mean as part of the challenge, but after." Mr. Paul, yes, I understand, but I can't really turn off BeamNG because if I do turn off BeamNG, the stream will stop. You know, if I want to turn off BeamNG to put the Mark 12 file in and then turn it back on, the stream will stop. So yeah, maybe on the next Friday live stream, I will put it in and you know, do a lap with it around this track and see what's what. What happened with this car, right? What happened with this thing? I think this thing crashed when it loads. Let's try and load it again. Yeah, keeps on crashing for no obvious reason. So apparently this thing was tuned by Mr. Adax, which is really cool. He's a cool guy. He knows what he's doing, like most of the time. So this car, which is the Viter thing, tuned by Mr. Adax, scored 226.6 total category points, 173 horsepower, 4-cylinder turbo. It's front-wheel drive, 4.6 seconds from 0 to 100, and weighs 522 kilos. All right, so let's see how this thing drives. I mean, it looks good actually. It doesn't really look that bad. It looks actually very, very good. Nice details. Not plenty, but nice details. I love it. So let's see how this thing will drive. All right, not bad. 1 minute 20.2. That's actually a quick time, which puts it in the 7th place. So, the same story again. I mean, I love the car, looks great, handles great actually, but the same story with the grip. The engine is powerful. Yes, there is no doubt about that. The gearbox is not bad, but unfortunately, this thing keeps spinning the tires. I mean, I was using like 50% of the throttle like nearly all the time. The moments that I actually used all of the power was, momentarily, very very little time, which was really not great. I mean, why putting a massive, or not a massive, why putting a powerful engine if you can't really use it? That's unfortunate. But as you can see, scored a very very nice time. If this thing actually gets a little bit grippier, I don't know, maybe better tires or better gearbox rating or something, maybe it will get into the like 1 minute 19s, and it will be a lot faster than this. But it's really impressive. I love driving it, but it's not bad. It's not bad at all. All right, so let's move on with the final car. We tested 19 cars. Now let's test the final car. It's gonna be interesting, going all the way down to the Yukio Dimca 500cc race. Let's see. Final car, the 20th car. Let's open it. Very interesting cars, really. 19 interesting cars. Some of them were monsters, some of them were tire smoking beasts, some of them were really gripping cars. I'm really enjoying. Some of them looked breathtaking. Amazing cars. I'm really, really enjoying my time here. Great cars, great designs, great vibe, amazing looks. All right, gentlemen, the final car that we have here, which is the Yukio Dinka 500cc race. This thing scored 227 total category points with a star next to it, because, I mean, look at it. Look at this thing. Brilliant. So this car here is running with an inline 5 turbo engine, front wheel drive, 97 horsepower, 8.4 seconds from 0 to 100, weighs 865 kilos, which is absolutely awesome. Oh, I know the creator of it, Mr. Udilakin. Yeah, I know him on my Discord, and I know him also here on my live stream. Awesome. Oh yes, sounds amazing. I love the inline 5 noise, just brilliant. Love the design of the car, and let's hope it actually handles good. Right, not bad at all, which puts it in the 18th place, the Yukio Dimca 500cc race. Not bad. I mean, yes, it's low on horsepower. I mean, you would expect actually this time to be, because it's not really super fast, but it felt nice. It sounds great, looks really good, and it handled actually not bad at all. I'm genuinely impressed with the handling of this beautiful tiny car. And yeah, the plus 10 horsepower, yeah. And yes, the UWU logo on the front. Yeah, a lot of people are into these things. What happened to Twitch, by Mr. Oddly? Well, my friend, I did the stream on YouTube because I want this video to be on my YouTube channel. After I finish the stream, I want this video to be available for you or for anyone to watch it later. Because on Twitch, if I do a live stream over there, I think after 6 days the video will disappear. They will automatically delete it. Yeah, I found out lately, like my first stream on Twitch, they sent me a notification that I have like 3 days left, 2 days left, 1 day left, till the video expiring. That's how they call it, and then the video disappeared on Twitch. So I don't want that. I don't want the same thing to happen to this live stream. That's why I did it on YouTube, so anyone can actually go later and watch it if they want to learn what happened with their car or what are the results. So yes, that's why I went with the YouTube on this one. And I think in the future, my friends, the Friday live stream and the community multiplayer live stream will be on Twitch. But the testing of the challenges, like for example, if I want to test the next challenge or the one after it, if I want to do a live testing also, I'm gonna also do it on YouTube so people can watch it later. So that's pretty much it, my friends. We have tested all the 20 cars, and now of course let's see who is the winner. Scrolling all the way up, which is the Myzeed Climber Cup 500. Congratulations to the Myzeed Cup 500, scoring 1 minute 17. That is absolutely astonishing. What a great time indeed. What a great time indeed. But I mean, really better luck next time to all the other creators, and of course congratulations to the Myzeed. What is the Myzeed? Here we go. The Myzeed creator for creating the fastest car here. Not only the fastest car, also a great looking cars. Check out how this thing looks. This thing looks absolutely astonishing, and of course congratulations for him on winning the Mini 500cc, which is the prize car for this challenge. A very special prize car for this challenge, which is the modernized Mini 500cc. Yep, congratulations to the Myzeed creator for winning the Mini 500. He did an awesome job creating that awesome looking, breathtaking looking car that scored a very blistering time using only a 500cc engine up front, a 3-cylinder turbo. That was absolutely astonishing. Great suspension design, great chassis, great aerodynamics. He is just awesome. And what a comeback. What a comeback indeed. This guy was an absent for a long time, and look at that. He came back to this challenge and claimed the winning prize. What a car. What a crazy car. And of course, it's all-wheel drive, and that is really awesome. What I really want to do is, before we finish this live stream, what I really want to do is I want to see how fast the Mini. Yeah, the Mini has only 120 horsepower engine. It's front-wheel drive, and I want to see how this thing actually runs. Yeah, let's do a lap with the Mini. I'm wondering really. Let's test the Mini before we finish and see how much time this thing will take. 120 horsepower engine, front-wheel drive. So who knows? And very light. What an awesome cars, really. And the Myzeed is, I'm not surprised the Myzeed won the challenge, because he actually won many challenges in the past. The Myzeed creator actually, he won many challenges in the past. Many. Yeah, no airbags. We do die like real men if this car crashed. Those are the times, by the way. 2 minutes 19 on the automation test track and 1 minute 23.80 on the Top Gear test track. And yeah, don't drink the Bullhorn energy drink. It's bad for you. So let's see. Let's see how this thing scores.